My name is Coach Rose Peterson. I'm a certified personal trainer, both in person and online, and a certified nutrition coach. I help moms locally in Las Vegas, Nevada, and all over the world shed the weight holding them back from becoming their most energetic and authentic version of themselves so they can go after their deepest desires alongside of motherhood. You can find me at fitandconfidentmoms.com.
Hey everybody, Coach Rose here for another Tuesday Talks. Have you ever heard of macro counting or counting your macros in order to reach your weight loss goal? Maybe that sounds kind of confusing and you don't know where to start. And the idea of looking everything up, writing it down, and adding up these numbers seem really overwhelming to you. If that's the case, stick around because I'm going to share with you one of the easiest ways to start counting macros and why it actually can help you lose the weight. That way you're not guessing. Okay. So, this live training is for you if you have heard of this app called MyFitnessPal and it's confusing and you don't know where to start. Maybe you've tried other food tracking apps and it was too confusing. I was there. Maybe you tracked in MyFitnessPal in the past, but you lost momentum. If you're interested in learning more about this tool and how it can help you lose weight, and if you're interested in just learning about macro counting, I'm going to demystify and share with you how easy this can be and simplify it so that macro counting or being in a calorie deficit to reach your weight loss goals can be simple. Okay. So if you're watching live, type live. And if you're watching the replay, type replay. This helps me so much get this message out to other people that need to hear it. And also, if you have questions, please type them along while you're watching. I'm streaming in several places, so let me know where you're from. And for those of you who are new to me, my name is Coach Rose Peterson. I'm a certified personal trainer, certified nutrition coach, and founder of Fit and Confident Academy. I help women over 35 lose the weight holding them back from really leveling up in love, life, and business without endless cardio, crazy boot camps, waking up at 5 a.m., or giving up the foods they love. So if that is something you want to learn about, stick with me. Make sure you're here every Tuesday where I go live and share free resources to help you with your goals. Okay, so first of all, what is MyFitnessPal? MyFitnessPal is an app that's been around a long time, and that's why I said maybe some of you done this before and you gave up on it, or you could use a refresher, or maybe this is like totally new to you and you're like, macro counting, calorie counting, this just sounds really overwhelming. I don't think I could stick to it, but literally I just going to walk you through it and show you how simple it is so that it just takes you minutes a day. Okay. Just a few minutes a day. I'm going to share my screen so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So just give me a moment while I present that. Share screen. Yes, yes, yes. And I see a few of you watching here. So thank you for watching. All right. This, I know it's a blank page. Let me see. Let me make this bigger. All right. Perfect. That way you guys can see the biggest version. If you're watching on a cell phone, this might not be like that most ideal, but you can always come back and watch the replay. I'm streaming live, fitandconfidentmoms.com. And on my YouTube channel, you can find me at Coach Rose and go to the live tab. And in the live tab, it's going to show you all of my lives. Okay. And you can look at everything that I've been doing for the last 3 or 4 years now that this channel has been open. Okay. Whoop. I'm on the wrong one. Let's see. Okay. Yes, we are still on. It's hard because I can't see both screens. So if you guys have comments, I'll have to go back over to it. This is a fake scenario I put in there under myself of if I was in a calorie deficit counting macros, and they've updated this. So it looks a lot more, streamlined. Now, MyFitnessPal has a premium version and then they have the free version. I'm just going to share with you the free version because really that's all you need is the free version. So I'm going to show you, you're going to go to goals to set your goals. And this is why you don't need the premium version is you can set your own macros by percentages. Okay. So for most women, a good starting point is about 30% carbs. Actually, this is reverse. I must have switched this around. This is still good too. I usually start most of my clients around 30% protein, 40% carbs, and 30% fat. But if you like to have a little more fats in your diet and you don't eat as many carbohydrates, these I feel like you can adjust to your preferences. So if you notice you like snacking on more nuts, or you like nut butters, or you're noticing that you're running out of fat sooner, you can increase your fats, lower your carbs. But protein goal, I like to keep that between 20 and 30%. And your fat goal, you don't want to go below 20%. For women, it's just not great for our hormones. We do need fat in our diets to take care of our hormones and keep them happy. So when you do these percentages, it's going to come up with the grams for you. So if you pay for the premium, then this unlocks and you can change this to like exact grams, but I really find that that's not necessary. The other thing that premium allows you to do is you can scan foods, like barcode scan. Um, Again, this app is so easy to use that I don't really miss not having a barcode scan. Okay, so this is how you first will set your goal. Okay, now if, let me see, you can put in like how much you work out on here, and that will help you set a goal for so let's just go through it. Let's pretend that I'm starting from scratch. So we're going to edit my goal. Okay, and so see here, you can set this by percent. Okay, so we're going to go back to goal. I wonder if there is a way. Let's see. Wanted to see if there's a way I can check this. Okay, we're just going to go to the food part because I think that's the most important thing that I wanted to show you. So if you go to food, here is your food diary. Now, what's really cool is you can repeat your days. Okay, so if you eat kind of the same foods all the time, you don't have to relog them all the time. You can copy and repeat things. And what I like to do is I like to pre-log the night before what I'm having the next day, so that when I'm in the thick of school drop off, going to work, doctor's appointments, phone calls, all that, I don't have to think about what I'm going to eat. I already planned it, right? So I like to plan the night before. So all you're going to do is you're going to hit add food, and if you're on the app, you'll have a button for that. Okay, and so frequent foods. So if I click on frequent, you can see what are the things I eat frequently. So you can either search your food by name, which they have the largest food database out of all apps because they've been around a long time. They even have Cheesecake Factory in there. Okay. So like for me, I know that I have like 3 tablespoons of coffee creamer first thing when I wake up. Okay. And so I click that. Let's say, for example, I'm going through my stuff here. I'm trying to find like protein. Oh, okay. So there's like Legion protein powder. I just saw that somewhere. So let's say I make a smoothie. Okay. So we'll go Legion, and blueberries and milk. Okay. I just got to click those. And it'll be so easy. And I just do add checked. And then here it is. Okay. And what's cool is, let's say I eat the same thing every day, which I do. Tomorrow, I can go to tomorrow. Let's see if it'll do this. Add food. Might only be able to do this nope. So in the app, there is, like the phone app, there is a way for you to put in repeat from the day before. Let's see if I can figure this out on the, oh, here it is. I just pressed the wrong button. So quick tools, and you're going to go copy from date. So we'll copy from yesterday, and it should add everything in. So really that took 10 seconds. So if you plan, you can copy and put it for the whole week. And that way that's one step done for you. Okay. So that's a tool that I really, really like doing that, because a lot of times I might eat the same lunch every day. I might eat the same breakfast every day. It makes it super easy. Okay. So what does it look like if we're trying to traditionally log things? So let's say we're going to log lunch, and I'm going to do something a little bit harder. Let's say we went to Chick-fil-A. Okay, so Chick-fil-A, and I had this is like, I'm just going to use a real scenario, a lettuce wrapped spicy chicken sandwich. Spicy chicken, lettuce wrapped. Okay, and we'll do a search and see what it comes up with. Okay, so a couple things I want to show you guys. These green check marks in this list, that means that it's been verified by somebody else that this entry is the right thing. A lot of these that are entered, they could be entered from anybody. So the green check mark says that somebody else said, yes, that's correct. And so those are usually a little bit more trustworthy. So I'm scrolling through to see if I can find one that actually says like lettuce wrapped, or another way we can do this is like no bun, and see if we can find that. Ah, there we go. So spicy chicken fillet, no bun. I do the deluxe. So, but here's the thing is I want to check. Ooh, look at that. There's only 230 calories if I didn't use a deluxe. So the difference here is the cheese. All right. So let's just click on this. I want to see what it says. And the reason I want to check is sometimes people just enter the calories in. And so I'm going to check nutrition info. Okay, so it has the fat, it has protein. So this is, and it says 5 users confirm this. So the check mark is probably MyFitnessPal, the company confirmed that one. But 5 users confirm this, and then I'm not going to confirm because I don't have it in front of me. But if I decided to check Chick-fil-A's website and see that this is correct, I will confirm it also. But that's pretty cool, right? Because that's something that I would normally eat. So I'm going to add to food diary. The reason I check a new food like that is just to make sure it's not just calories. Sometimes people do these quick ads and they only add the calories and they don't add the fats and the protein. And we want to know how much protein, how much fat is on there. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down to these totals over here because this is what I'm really tracking and looking at. So as my day goes on, it's going to show me like my daily goal here is 1,600 calories. So far, after entering those things in, I have 1,000 remaining. I have 75 carbs remaining. Here is like the green is like how much left I have to satisfy of that macro. So during the day, I kind of look at it as a game, and I'm playing like macro Tetris, and I might think to myself, okay, I have 2 more meals today. And in those 2 more meals, maybe I'll eat after I pick up the kids from school, and then I'll eat at dinner. I want to divide my protein. I got almost 70 grams. So in my head, I'll be like, all right, that's 35 per meal, the next 2 meals. So I will make sure to get 35 grams of protein and 35, and then carbs, 75. So here's a really good example that's something I would typically do. So let's say I was like, woohoo, I want to go to Starbucks just because I'm craving it and I want to have it. And I'll put in a chai tea latte because I believe that you should eat the foods you love every single day, and that's going to help you stick to your goals. Now, I'm not saying you have to, but I have seen in my experience as a coach that if we try to white knuckle our way through our healthy eating plan and not allow ourselves to have any wiggle room at all, we'll likely give up quickly, end up binging. And that binge might not be one overeating episode. It could be many days because we may not have shifted our mindset quite yet, and we might think like, oh, I just screwed up the whole day, I might as well just like keep going and start over tomorrow. And then that tomorrow ends up being Monday, which could sound familiar to some of you guys, because the reason I can come up with this scenario is because I've been there, I've done that. So let's say chai tea latte, Starbucks. I typically would get a grande, and the more you put on here for words, the better the search gets. Like I probably should have put Starbucks, but here it is. Let me just double check to make sure this looks correct. 4 grams of fat, sugar is 42. It's high in sugar. I know that. But let's say I decide to have that. Like I met a girlfriend for coffee. Okay. So now I know that my last meal of the day, I only have 30 carbs now, which is okay. That's pretty good. So I just know that my last meal of the day, as long as it's within 30 carbs and I got to get my protein in, this helps me make decisions for my next meal. And that's why I really like using a tool like this, is that you don't have to guess. All right. So this is just putting data in so you know exactly where you're at. Let me know if you have any questions about this. Does this seem simple? Does it seem complicated? And sometimes we may make mental blocks around this by saying, I'm going to stop sharing really quick, by saying like, oh, it takes so much time. And it really doesn't. Like, it literally takes 2 minutes per meal, which we probably easily spend that scrolling on our phones. And this is going to be a tool that's going to help you, one, raise awareness about exactly what you're eating, two, ensure that you're eating enough, because sometimes people aren't eating enough and they think they do. And then they go to track and they're like, wow, I still have like 300 calories to eat. How can I do better tomorrow? So it's a good tool for you to gain awareness of how you're currently eating, whether that's eating enough or not, or overeating in certain categories. And so I encourage you to be your own scientist, to say that, like, today could have gone better. This is how I would do it better. Okay, so before I go, I just want to show you another alternative for tracking that a lot of my clients use. So some of my clients use this app, others use their hand as a tool. And I just want to show you what that looks like. And to be honest, about 50, no, more than that, probably like 75, 80% of my clients use their hand as a tool. They don't use that app. I'm going to share my screen really quick so I can show you. Oh, it is not going to show you. Okay, so I'm just going to explain it to you. So what I do for my clients also is I will translate these macros, protein, fats, and carbs, into hand portions. So for example, I may, for that last thing where it said 120 grams of protein, for me, I'm going to translate that to about 5 palms of protein a day. So from the bottom of my fingertips to the bottom of my palm, my whole entire palm, I'm going to say my goal is 5 palms of protein a day. Now, for carbs, we measure that in cupped handfuls. So I would translate that. Let's say, for example, it would be 7 or 8. So 8 cupped handfuls. That's your fruit, your rice, your pasta, oatmeal. That would be in the cupped handful for your carbs. Now, I know that a cupped handful of carbs is about 25 to 30 grams. So if my latte, that's going to be that's going to take 1.5 of my carb allowance because of all the sugars. So I use that as a tool so that my clients that don't want to use an app, or they're on vacation and they may not find the foods in the app, or it's Christmas and you're going to your aunt's house who's making like turkey and ham and all that, we can still eat the foods we love, but use our hand as a tool to help control portions. Now, if you're interested, I have a freebie for you and something that's a paid offer to help you with this. If you're like, Rose, I want to get started, I do want to take control of my health, I have a weight loss goal, but I don't know where to start. I don't know how to eat. What do I do? Like keto? Do I do intermittent fasting? I have a free resource, which is a healthy grocery checklist. So if you want the checklist, type #checklist in the comments. This is going to be something you print out and you just check the box. Okay, I like that protein. I like that carb. I like that fat. I'm going to take it to the store. I have a grocery list in 2 minutes. There's also a page on there on how to get started with this hand portion method and what would that look like for you. And that's absolutely free. Put checklist in the comments. But right now I'm running a flash sale. It is my birthday month. And during the month of my birthday, I like to like randomly be like, let's do this special because it's my birthday month and I'm feeling generous and I want to help more people as possible. I do custom nutrition reports based on you. So if you want to know exactly how to eat for your goals, you want to know based on your height, your weight, how much exercise you like to do. It'll tell you how much to eat in a day to reach that goal. All right. So it'll give you either macros or that hand portion method. How many pounds of protein, how many cup handfuls of carbs a day, how many thumbs of fats. And then it also comes with a follow-up call if we need to make adjustments. So if after 2 weeks goes by, if you lost weight too quickly, we may give you food back. If you get stuck or things aren't working, we can make tweaks. So it's not just like, here are your macros, goodbye. This is actually, let me make sure this is working for you, because this is a formula. And sometimes your body is not exactly like the formula. We have to see how your body responds to that food. And then you'll have another 45-minute call with me to make sure things are still working and that this nutrition report is working for you. That is 50% off right now. That puts it under $100. That's a huge deal. So if you are interested, drop they're called a custom nutrition report. So you can just put report in the comments, #report, and I'll send you a link to schedule your time and get that over to you. Now, this sale is going to end today's Tuesday, tomorrow night. Okay. So the sale is going to end tomorrow night at midnight. So if you want to get in on that flash sale, please put #report in the comments, and then you'll take advantage of that sale that is 50% off right now for my birthday. All right. So I hope this was helpful. Please drop your questions in the comments. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. Thank you for those people who are watching live. Until next time, this is Coach Rose rooting for you to try something new. Oh no, that was last year. Rooting for you to get after more in 2024. See you guys later. Bye-bye.